Beware, my friends, all is not what it appears. Once President Donald J. Trump was handed his 34 junk felony convictions, the legal legitimacy, ethical expectation, justified justice, and overall honor of this great nation's court system took a proverbial dagger straight between the shoulder blades. Democrats cheered, MAGA mourned, and unless you are completely devoid of any sort of emotion, you felt something was amiss as this fatal blow was dealt to this great republic. But then, lo and behold, like a deer crossing the road in the middle of the night, we get the news that attorneys representing President Donald J. Trump were notified on Friday about a message, about a concerning social media post purportedly originating from a family member of one of the jurors. Oh, but don't be fooled. There's a lot more to this story. More than just this text, this message, this post from allegedly, again, one of the family members of one of the jurors who convicted him in his recent New York criminal case. The Facebook post suggested the trial's outcome had been predetermined before the verdict was officially delivered, but not so fast, my friends, please. Not so fast. Have we learned nothing yet? Do you really believe for one red hot minute that Judge Juan Merchan will suddenly act ethically, honorably, and legitimately in this case of which he just handed down 34? Oh, I know. The jury handed down 34 junk convictions. Oh, there are so many scenarios that this can actually be. And a mistrial is only one of them. Because when I show you side by side two posts, you will start to question everything again. Don't believe what you see in Main Street media until we hand you the receipts. And that's the story I'm going to bring you in just 1 minute.
If you suffer from any kind of pain, please listen to this message. As we age, aches and pains are natural, and we're all looking for ways in which we can relieve that pain without addictions and without side effects. And that is where a pioneering medical scientist, Clint Winters, comes in. Now, you may have seen this world-renowned health expert featured in the national media as he's unveiled a natural pain reliever that is taking the world by storm. I'm talking about Canalidine, the 100% drug-free way to get full body pain relief. Canalidine has become the go-to pain reliever for millions of Americans, including myself, by the way, and I freaking love it. And not to mention hundreds of professional athletes. And the best news is Canalidine has no documented side effects after 14 years of extensive research. Now, if you want to try it out, I want to encourage you guys, go directly to trycano.com/Haven. You can also click the link in the description box or click that more button if you're on your cell phone. But make sure you check out Clint's informative report on American-made Canalidine. And right now, you can try it for less than $1 per day, risk-free for 90 days. So make sure you guys check that out. Beat that pain that you have. All right, back to the broadcast.
All right, my friends, before we get there, just a few favors. First, make sure you're subscribed to Lisa's channel. If you're new here, subscribe. She's the best in the business, always has been. If you haven't subscribed to our other channel, my channel, link is just above. Click there. You never know where we'll both appear, but you do know there is one place we always both appear now, isn't there? You know that place is restrictedrepublic.com. If you're not there supporting us yet, man, we'll continue to work to get the honor and privilege of you joining our family there. I'm telling you, once you're there, you will go nowhere else for your news that matters because we focus like laser beam precision on stories just like this. This story involving Donald J. Trump and Juan Merchan. And away we go, huh? The attention-grabbing post came to the notice of Judge Juan Merchan magically and mystically, who presided over the trial and is set to sentence Trump in the coming weeks following his conviction on those 34 junk felony convictions related to his business practices, which now have fallen under, of course, very, very careful scrutiny. The Facebook user identified as Michael Anderson allegedly commented on May 29th claiming my cousin is a juror. My cousin is a juror, and said Trump is getting convicted. Well, he kind of said that, well, in one, but maybe not the other. Oh, you're going to get there. There is so much to this. The comment, adorned with party and heart emojis, was posted a day before Trump's conviction on May 30th. Well, we're going to show you there's a little bit more to that story also. NBC News reported that Judge Juan Merchan promptly brought the post to the attention of both Trump's legal team and prosecutors. In a letter addressed to Trump's attorney, Todd Blanche, and Manhattan Associate District Attorney Joshua Steinglass, Judge Merchan outlined the nature of the post. So we'll go to the full text of his message, which you see here. From the judge of the Court of Claims, Juan M. Merchan, to Todd Blanche and Joshua Steinglass. People versus Donald Trump. Dear Counsel, today, the court became aware of a comment that was posted on the Unified Court System's public Facebook page, and which I now bring to your attention. In the comment, the user Michael Anderson states, my cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted. Well, that doesn't look quite like what I just showed. Oh, see? It's all in the details. It always is. The devil lives in the details. Thank you for all your hard work. The comment, now labeled as 1 week old, responded to a routine UCS notice posted on May 29, 2024 regarding oral arguments in 4th Department of the Appellate Division unrelated to this proceeding. The post, entitled The Appellate Division, 4th Department will hear oral arguments this morning at 10. And the comments are both viewable at facebook.com/New York Courts. Of course they are. Of course, Twitter lit up immediately. Benny Johnson stating, Judge Merchan sends letter to party in New York Trump case, notifying them that the comment was left on their Facebook page before the verdict. My cousin is a juror, and he goes on and repeats the same message again. Well, kind of the same message. The great Miranda Devine declares if this is legit, it should wipe out Trump's conviction. Judge Juan Merchan has alerted Trump's attorneys to a Facebook post by a supposed cousin of a Trump juror who spilled the beans that he had been inside info that Trump was about to be convicted. Again, repeating the message. Phil Holloway, it looks like there was juror misconduct in the Trump trial. Are we so sure? What say you? I can't wait to see it in the comments below. We knew these jurors would not be able to tell their friends and relatives that they were going to get Trump. It's time for a mistrial, and many screamed that same sentiment, but is that what's going to happen? A mistrial with prejudice and no retrial. But will Merchan do the right thing? Has Merchan done, in your opinion, the right thing to date? Well, we know this jury pool, or these jurors, come under intense scrutiny, including 2 of which are discussed here on MSNBC.
I do worry that there are lawyers on this jury, not 1, but 2 lawyers. And by my own experience, lawyers can sometimes be overly analytical. They can be hyper technical. And I do worry that the non-lawyers on this jury may rely on the lawyers who, quite frankly, don't have expertise in this area of the law.
Okay, I told you. Continual scrutiny, but this story goes on. That was just one warning sign. There's been trouble with this case from the beginning, as we all know. Things that should have never been allowed in the courtroom and things that should have been allowed in the courtroom, but it was rather one-sided in our opinion. What if this was all about keeping him off the campaign trail even longer? Is that a possibility? Is that by design or just a coincidence? Of course, you know I don't believe in coincidence. So although the comment has now since been deleted, this comment, at least one version of it from Michael Anderson, is the damage truly done? NBC News could not independently verify its existence. Nonetheless, the revelation prompted calls for the conviction to be overturned, with some suggesting it could lead to a mistrial. Concerns were raised regarding the authenticity of the individual behind the post and whether they were indeed associated with the juror, or is it a troll? And if it was a troll, what reaction could it incite, and is that reaction punishable? Now we're getting a little bit more zoomed in on the argument, aren't we? We're investigating. As early as Friday evening, Trump's legal team had refrained from commenting on the news. Wise decision. Very wise decision. Judge Merchan is slated to deliver the sentence on July 11th, just days before Trump is anticipated to be nominated as the Republican Party's presidential nominee for the 2024 election in Milwaukee. So, what do we have here? Well, we have this post. Pretty clear. Thank you all for your hard work against MAGA crazies. My cousin is a juror on Trump's criminal case, and they're going to convict him tomorrow, according to her. Thank you, New York courts. May 20th. That's a different date than I read earlier, wasn't it? And if I was to compare what the judge put in his statement, my cousin is a juror and says Trump is getting convicted, with the little party symbol, there's, well, no party symbol in that message there. Huh. Wonder if there's another message maybe, because what the judge stated, he either paraphrased and added his own emoji, or there's another post somewhere. Which there is. Just days before the actual conviction, rather than on May 20th. Now you see them side by side, both by Michael Anderson. One cited by the judge, not the one cited from May 20th. Oh, nothing adds up, does it? Of course, it wasn't really meant to add up now, is it? Rather, is this something bigger? Is this something bigger? Why would Judge Merchan want to draw public attention to this? According to Conservative Treehouse, they have a few ideas. Either something bigger is being diluted by this story, something they don't want you to see, a sleight of hand, don't look behind the curtain. Or perhaps Merchan is using this as provocation to get Trump to talk about the jury. If he talks about the jury under gag order, he would violate it ahead of sentencing. Then maybe Juan Merchan could just say, hey, what did you want me to do, folks? The man can't even follow a simple rule, although the rule's unjust and unjustified and the convictions are all garbage. Well, we're trying to get into the minds of madmen. Good luck with that. Or perhaps Merchan is looking to create a mistrial to exit the case and do it all over again and extend the gag order even further. Oh, now we are potentially looking at something a little bit more realistic. Out of those three options, what do you think? Or is there something else? Merchan chose not to publish the entire Facebook message in his letter. Now, why wouldn't he do that? Why would he choose not to? Oh, wait, that's right, because there was actually two screenshots. The two on your screen. Guard up, my friends. This happens time and time again. This is dirty pool being played, and please don't fall for it. I know you don't. We bring the receipts here. We bring the evidence. We show you what happens. I can't wait to see your comments on this one. If you like what we're doing here, and you're not already at Restricted Republic, please get there today. There is so many stories coming just like this, and we always bring the evidence with us. That's what separates us from everyone else. Not just talk and not just banter. Go ahead and look at one of our write-ups and look at the 10, 20, sometimes 30 references that will be hyperlinked in them. Because we want you to research for yourself. Because stories like this, man, you got to dig in before you come to any conclusions. I love you all. Until next time, Godspeed and God bless. Justice Knight, signing out.